Hey, coming up on this edition of Man Cave Technology, I'm taking a look at the new DJI Pocket Osmo. And as you can tell, it's really small, and I think it does a pretty good job. So this is the brand new DJI Pocket Osmo. It's really hard to describe how small this is. So I'm going to take something, we all know what it is, scissors, and put that next to this device. And hopefully that helps you to see the scale of this thing. I mean, this thing is really, really small and thin. Pretty amazing. So if you're not familiar with kind of video gimbal stabilization, there's lots of ways to make video smoother and look better. And there's optical stabilizers, there's digital stabilization, but really kind of the end all be all is to basically use a gimbal, and all of a sudden your video looks really amazing. DJI really is an interesting company because I think they kind of developed this for drones, and because of that, now in just a very small size, you can have this. I think YouTubers are gonna love it because you can hold it pretty far away. You got a pretty wide angle view that a lot of cameras don't give. You can come in closer, and then what's really cool is it actually has a triple tap, which will change its behavior. So I'm gonna triple tap, it's gonna go up to the front, so it's like a flip. I'm gonna triple tap, and it comes right back to me. And so that's really cool. So the DJI Pocket Osmo is really cool because it is going to help you capture great stable footage, and it's so small. When I compare this to like a regular, even small point and shoot camera, there's just no comparison. This thing is really small and really great, especially for someone like me who does YouTube videos and things like that. Sometimes when you're out and about, if you don't have just a huge camera and people with you, it's kind of awkward grabbing footage. But this thing is so small that you can very easily grab what you want, and I have no complaints at all. I've kind of used it a little bit, done some testing with it. I would say it does great. So I took this thing out to the park and took some different video. And so what you're looking at right now is just some video of me walking in the park, and then I decided to go a little faster, and then I decided that, well, I'll go even a little faster. I also did some up and down the stairs, just trying to kind of give this thing a run for its money and see how well the stabilization worked. Here's some other cool images and video that I did capture while at the park. All right, so as you can see, the video quality is pretty good. Once again, it's not going to be like a huge Sony camera, but for how small it is, it does really good, and I think that most people would be pretty satisfied with the footage. Now, here's what's cool. It has a very tiny onboard screen, and you can actually access a menu, and you can do all kinds of different things just with this. And so that's very handy to have a touch screen on the device. But what's really cool is DJI has this tiny little place right here, and this is an accessory port. And so when you buy it, it comes like that with just something covering it. However, you can put different accessories that they're going to come out with, but it ships with a Lightning and USB connector. And so what this does is this allows you to up your game by involving your phone. All right, so I'm going to take this and now I'm going to plug it into my phone. All right, so what you do is you simply plug it in to a phone, and then you now have a huge screen. And what's really cool about this is now you can see all the things that you want to see on the screen. So where you see the zebras, that's where it's blowing out the white, and that's kind of a professional feature that's really cool that this has that I enabled. You can also flip the camera around by tapping up in the top right. You can notice that it's going to reverse the image when I do that, so that's really cool. And there's a variety of different settings and things that you can do while you're in there. So this really ups its game because you don't have to use the phone, but when you add the phone, it really helps and really gives you a much larger platform to view things. And you can pretty quickly take the footage off of here and put it in your photos and then upload it or do whatever with it. So you don't have to wait to go get an SD card reader or anything like that. You can just deal with it right here on the device. So when you buy the DJI Pocket Osmo, it comes in a really tiny white box. I think it actually had a little sleeve over it. And then it just comes with some paper manuals that are pretty much trash and legal stuff. It has the small accessories for the little accessory port and the USB cable. There's really not much to it because it is just so tiny and so cool. So at this point in the game, I really think this is going to be a pretty cool device, and I'm really excited to use it, really excited to do even more testing. But if you're looking for the DJI Pocket Osmo, I would say right now this is a buy, and I think it's going to be fun to see what happens with this, what cool videos people are able to make with it, and I just am actually pretty impressed with it. The audio on the device is actually really good. I did some testing in really the worst conditions of all time. I'm talking wind that's beyond just normal wind. It was really windy. This is how that went. Test with some environmental sounds. We got a train, we have wind. It's about as worse as it can get. I really don't expect this to even be where you can hear anything. But hey, we're giving it a test. That's what we do. We'll flip it back around. There goes the train. Test of kind of the vlog style selfie to see if this camera is the end all be all and all. So we'll look right into the lens, and yeah, that's what's going on. I'm kind of doing some shaking and different stuff. And so that's the DJI Osmo Pocket Edition. Hope that you enjoyed this review. I'd love to hear from you if you own one or if you have any questions about it, if you're considering buying one. If you like this video, it'd really mean a lot to me if you could hit that thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this.